Hello, this is Selenite, and this video is going to be very scuffed. I have 11 minutes of recording, so let's get into it. I'm just going to be narrating the whole thing. So first, I'm naming my composition. Yeah, I'm naming my composition. I'm changing the time. I'm making sure that all the settings line up to what I want, which actually you can find extra information about numbers and everything in the Google Doc in the description. So now I'm importing my files, my clips, and we're just going to go through with how to add slow motion, basically how to do everything. I apologize if you can hear me sniffling because this is rough. And my allergies are dying today. It's bad. Anyway, now I'm saving the project by going to File and then Save. You always want to save in After Effects. You never know when it's going to crash. So here I'm showing you how to cut your clips. So the keybind for cutting clips is Control-Shift-D. I'm not sure if it's different on other platforms because I use Windows, so if you have any questions about that, please ask me in the comments. So here you can line up your clips. I usually drag the clip along with my mouse. It's easier for me. You don't have to actually load the clip. You just see which parts you want. And for this one, I'm not going to delete the extra because I want to use that rear at the end as well as a clip. Which everything I'm doing in this is very simplified. I would be adding PNGs, I would be adding coloring, everything else, but this is just to give you a base of what to do in After Effects because there's a lot to do at first. So now I'm realizing after I save this that my project is a little bit too long and I don't want to have to stay zoomed in. Actually, I think okay. I went a little bit forward there. I'm fixing everything, making sure it's, smooth. So I'm going into my composition settings and now I'm doing that thing. I'm shortening the length of time for my composition. I'm just checking that everything lines up great. There's no blank spots. And now I am cropping my clips. So you want to do this by pressing S on your keyboard with your clip highlighted. And with that clip highlighted, you can press S and you can drag the numbers to the right, I think. Drag the numbers of scale to the right, make sure they are linked, or else you're going to get a very stretched image, and then you can just click and drag on the preview to move it around. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to right click into the clip and you can pre-compose. The keybind for pre-compose is Control-Shift-C. Sorry, I literally forgot my letters there. That was rough. So now I'm going to be adding Twixtor. Twixtor is a plugin that a lot of people crack for free, but if you do want to pay the money for it, go for it. A lot of people think After Effects is too expensive. So my settings here, I'm going to check the FPS of my clip, and I'm going to put that into frame rate. Then motion sensitivity should be 100, speed should be 50 normally, but you can play around with that to make sure your clips aren't laggy. Motion weight blend is suggested, And you want to always check Smart Blend. That's going to help you so much with your clips. It's just going to make them look flawless. And I prefer super slow-mo, so I usually set my speed to 5, which is 5% of the original speed. You can also select everything and just apply all of the settings at once. This assists with time, and it really does save a few extra minutes. And, keeps your sanity for a little bit longer. So now I'm watching to make sure everything lines up, everything isn't laggy, everything's absolutely flawless and crisp, because you never want something not crisp. That just looks, I don't want to say scummy, but it does look scummy to not have a pretty and crisp image. So here I'm doing the numbers for scale. I'm going to the beginning of where I want my transition to be, and I'm just keyframing it, and then I'm going to the end, and I'm keyframing it again, except now the number is different. You can find these numbers on the Google Doc below. I would explain more, but truly, I am a terrible explainer. The only way that I'm getting through this is I'm just watching myself do it and telling myself, oh yeah, that's what I did. Yeah. So you may see this thing where I am keyframing the beginning and then I'm dragging it out and keyframing it again with a new number. This is because I don't want to have to find the beginning of a clip again after I already did. And as you can see, it does make a smooth transition. Now here I am adding text. So you want to go up into the top, you want to click that T, and you want to drag to make a text box. You can also change the color of text, like by just selecting. You can also change the font. I forgot to showcase that, but if you go into the thing that says, oh crap, this is really low quality, wait a sec. I don't know. It's a thing that says like wave something. It starts with W. You can select that and you can choose from a bunch of text. If you already have fonts imported, they will be there. Now I'm just cutting it to the clip length. You always want to be zooming in and being very specific with your clips cutting, because if you have a blank spot, it's just going to look like a flash, and you do not want a random flash in your edit that's meant to be smooth. So here I'm doing a rotation transition, which is just a spin. It's pretty simple. A lot of people like them, and honestly, these basic transitions are going to help you oh so much. I realize that I do not explain graphs in this, but honestly, it is very difficult to explain graphs. I will in the next clip. Okay, so actually, I think I'm going to explain graphs at the end. I'll have a section with it because I don't want to slow this down. So this is a lot of just repeating these same maneuvers, keyframing, doing the property, doing that again. Yeah, a bunch of graphs. I will explain soon. I really hope this makes sense. I'm just trying my best here, and I do not feel up to actually editing something. I hope you guys can still follow this. Anyway, so here we're doing something different. We are going into the position, and we are right-clicking and going up to separate dimensions. If you do not separate dimensions, then your transition will not be smooth. I'm not sure what it is, but usually with things with position, you have to be everything's a little bit more complicated because instead of having just one property, it has two, and those two properties cannot be graphed with the same graph. I'm pretty sure it's just how Adobe After Effects works. I don't know. But nonetheless, we do now have a smooth position transition, or as others may know it as, a slide. So here I'm just going to check that everything is smooth by pre-rendering, which is whenever you try to get the green bar over top of the clips to fill up completely so that you can get a very smooth picture. I forgot, I never also explained what the three circles overlapping near the clip names were. That is motion blur. That makes everything a little bit more smooth looking. So here I'm selecting all, and I am adding motion tile to the clips. My settings are usually 400 output width, 400 output height, and mirror edges. You can play around with that mirror edges one. It's not a requirement. Here I am just pre-rendering once again. Usually this takes a minute or two. Not terribly long with this one because I don't have very many effects going on. And there you go. You have a smooth video. Very simple, but also very smooth. It looks nice, and of course I'm going to save one last time. So here I have my Google Doc, and I'm just going to use this recording of my graph to help explain. So this part that I'm showing right now is the fastest part of the video, and this part is the slowest. So a graph should go from fast, slow, like fast, slow. Lots of slow, little bit of fast. I don't know if that helps, but you know what? I'm trying. I'm trying my best here. Um, so currently, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say, okay. So I hit 300 subscribers, which is cool. Thank you guys so much. I don't want to become a tutorial channel at all. No offense, people who want tutorials. I like editing short things, which is why I'm doing a voiceover for this, because oh my god, that silhouettes in SSO tutorial was so freaking hard. It sucked, dude. Anyway, so I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for getting me to 300 subs. I am hopefully going to do something on this channel. I honestly don't like YouTube very much anymore, like in terms of content uploading, because my whole, like, I upload something, I get 80 views, and then somebody uploads a 6-second video, one clip of a TikTok that they reposted, and it gets like 1,000. And I don't like that, because I feel like my work on here is not being put and given the proper love, I guess. I spend hours on these videos, on not these videos actually, but on my web parts. I don't post them single here because I don't find a point to. I mostly post them on my Instagram, which, shameless plug, my Instagram is selenite.ae, SELENITE.AE. And I post very often on there. I do stories, I do map parts on there. I tell you guys about upcoming remakes, videos, everything. So please, if you have not checked that out already, which like 40 of you probably haven't because I only have 260 followers on there, please do that. Please. It would save me. It would save me. Um yeah. So thank you for watching, thank you for following along, and I really hope that this helped you, whatever, how much, yeah, I hope this helped you, because it certainly was an unscripted ride for me. See you guys in the next video, or whatever I post on here, if I ever post again. I will, I promise. I'll post a map part collection or something. Love you guys, goodbye.